have for you today is a guide for Radiant side warding. The cheats I'm using for this are gold 99,999, WTF, and item observer ward. The last one you have to copy and paste again and again, otherwise you'll only get one instance or one of that particular ward, and you want to have at least 30 to 40 of them to try out the different spots. So this first ward right here shows behind your tower, in front of the tower, a little bit of this hard cam, and up to the ancient stack. It's primarily good for if you are on the defense, if you lost this T2 over here. This one will go past the ancients, this hard camp, and shows the secret camp. This one you can do fairly early if you lose your T1 over here, as it allows you to control your ancients. This ward shows up to the rune and across the way on their side of the river. This ward can show rune people that are walking these two paths up here and people in this camp. You can snipe people if they're doing this camp while they're jungling or whatnot. This ward will be good if you're offlaning on that side, as it will allow you to see people that are pulling, stacking, or even coming to gank you. This ward serves similar to this, but it gives you a better idea if they're actually doing this safe camp pull. And it will also allow you to see who's TPing behind the tower. This ward, fairly recent spot that they added, but it's fairly handy. Shows you vision of whoever's jungling. This ward shows you behind the T2 up here, this camp, and whoever's doing this camp. This ward is a little bit unusual. This one gets dewarded quite a bit, so people tend to do this ward more often. It doesn't show you the same amount of vision behind the tower, but it shows people that are walking up this ramp and up here. Not a bad one to have if you want to try going for a smoke gank, if you can see whoever's jungling. This one, if you're taking the T1 in mid, you can use this one to scout out if someone's coming from top lane or whatever for rotation. This ward, you can sneak up this pathway over here and put it right behind the tower. It'll show you who's TPing around, whoever's going from the T2 mid. This ward will show whoever's at the secret shop. So you can do some courier snipes, see if they're setting up for a smoke gank or if they're going to rush or something like that. This ward shows behind the T2 over here, so it allows you to see whoever's TPing in, rotating around. It allows you to have better access to this T2 to take it for sure. This one, kind of similar to this one in that it was added recently, it allows you to see whoever's doing this ancient stack and whoever's TPing behind the tower. Not a bad ward spot. This one is a lane ward that allows you to see whoever's sticking around that tower. And it allows you to get some better harassment as a support. This ward, if the enemy is hanging around this general vicinity like a pudge, axe or something, it allows you to get ready to hide in the trees. Similarly, this one kind of serves the same purpose as that one, but allows you to see whoever's coming from the river or this way. This ward shows you whoever is kind of rummaging through your jungle. So if you lose your T1 down here and your mid here, and you're forced to try and do jungle or whatever, this ward can give you a fair idea of whoever's coming in. This ward, once you lose this T2 down here, it becomes a little bit more important to have this ward out, as it allows you to have vision of anyone that's trying to gank your carrier, one now that's taking this hard camp, and that's the medium camp over there. Also allows you to have a staging ground if you put a sentry there as well, to go to Roche or get a smoke gank or something like that. So these wards just went away. So this ward right here, my pings weren't working, interesting. This one is not that good in the beginning, but it becomes more important later on, because it doesn't show you rune vision, that's one, but it does give you high ground vision, so it allows you to see across the way a little bit, see whoever's walking this way. And up here, not bad, just used for later though for sure. This ward is kind of like a sneaky ward. It shows you the rune vision and across the way. People tend to do this one now. As you can see, if you're using the right terrain or whatnot, it gets covered up nicely. This one shows you whoever's mid, people that are walking to ancients. It's not bad. Allows you to have a better idea of what they're doing on their side of the river. This one is the tried and true ward spot though for this area. It does get deward the most though. Shows you whoever's walking around here and across. And people are going to rush. But as I was saying earlier, it does get dewarded quite a bit. This one is where you tend to put the ward though. As this one gets dewarded, this one, you might be able to get away if they don't put the sentry in the right spot. Provides pretty much the same vision, just symmetrical, honestly. And that's pretty much all I wanted to show. There's a couple like ward spots that are similar to what I showed in the Dire video, like this side, up here, where is it, right here, over here, and then like their base. Those areas are possible like sieging ground wards, and it allows you to also see if there's a Tinker or Nature's Prophet like TPing around, better chance. And this one, allows you to see when you're sieging high ground. That is pretty much all I wanted to show for this video. See you next time.